Hi everyone, my name is Fett. I'm an independent producer and recording engineer at the Azalea Music Group in Nashville, home of Azalea Studios. And you're watching Taxi Tech Tips. These are recording tips that you can use at home and elsewhere. Enjoy the tip and you can get some more information about us at the end of the video. Well, howdy folks. Here we are with Taxi Tech Tip number 1, and this is all about miking acoustic guitar. But before we talk about miking acoustic guitar, we actually should mention that it's important to have your DI available or your pickup and use that as a backup source or for some alternate sounds when you do your mix. So plug in your DI just as you normally would and record that onto a track while you're recording the acoustic guitar. But one of the main differences between a really professional sounding acoustic guitar recording and a not so professional one is the use of microphones. And I'm going to show you a couple of techniques here today that you can use that I've found to be very reliable over the years. The very first one is just to use a single microphone, a large diaphragm condenser. In this case, I'm using an Audio-Technica 2020, which is a really good sounding, no frills, basic large diaphragm condenser for about 99 bucks. It's the Audio-Technica AT 2020. It has no roll-off, no pad, nothing like that. It's just a basic mic with a really good sounding diaphragm on it. And you place it basically in front of the sound hole. Now, depending on the guitar and the recording you're making and the recording environment you're in, you might need to move the mic around a little bit to find the sweet spot on the guitar. But what you're trying to do is pick up the main body sound of the guitar that's coming out of the sound hole. So it might be slightly up, slightly down, slightly to the side. You might want to move it back a little bit if you're getting too much proximity effect, which makes it a little boomier than it really needs to be. But we'll just kind of start here. I find that slightly below the sound hole is a good place to start with the microphone. So you can literally just start with one mic like that. You probably have a mic similar to this if you're doing any kind of vocal recording or anything like that in your home studio. So place it basically in front of the guitar, somewhere between 6 inches to up to 1.5 feet away. Orient it towards the sound hole and off you go. So that's with one large diaphragm condenser microphone, typically a vocal mic. And the next idea is to use what's known as a pencil style microphone. This is another type of condenser mic. And they tend to have smaller diaphragms, although these two that I'm using today are the SE1A microphones from SE Electronics, my current favorite acoustic guitar recording microphones in the world for the money. And they're called pencil microphones because of their shape, but typically you can start with one in front of the hole, similar to what you did with the large diaphragm microphone. Again, I find it sounds a little bit better slightly to the bottom of the hole to not pick up quite so much of the boominess. Straight on parallel with the body of the guitar. Dial in a nice sound there, go back and forth and listen until you find that nice sweet spot. But the thing that really gives you the maximum control with acoustic guitar recording is to record in stereo. So what we're going to do now is bring in a second microphone, and we're going to use these two microphones in stereo, so we're recording on two different tracks, and they also give us a very good tone control. So here, with this microphone in front of the sound hole, we're picking up the bottom end, the warmth, the body of the guitar, most of the sound that's coming out of the sound hole where most of the character of the mic is. This microphone here on the other side is aiming basically around the 12th fret of the guitar, somewhere it's sort of in the middle of the guitar on the neck there. And it's picking up more of the high end of the guitar and the string noise and a little bit more of the pick noise and that kind of thing. So you've got the low warmth of the guitar here, and you've got the high kind of percussive sound of the guitar here. So you get two things out of this. First, you get panning, which means that if you record these two mics onto two tracks, you'll be able to pan the guitar as wide left and right as you want and get a nice full sound as if you're sitting in front of the guitar. And the other thing you can do is use the two faders on the channels that you've recorded into as an automatic tone control. You want a little bit more warmth and body, you bring up the fader for this microphone. You want a little bit more high end, a little more sparkle, you bring up the fader for that one. You blend the two together and you've got a really great sounding acoustic guitar sound. Well, I hope you enjoyed this Taxi Tech tip. There are plenty more, so check back often. And you can also get a hold of us at www.azaleamusic.com. That's A-Z-A-L-E-A music.com. Or you can email me personally at studios@azaleamusic.com. And we'd be happy to provide any sort of production, recording, mixing, mastering, or other services you might need. So check us out. I look forward to hearing from you.